It's difficult to describe because the field cannot be really described. But the rainbow, for example, which appears in stripes because it is the sun ray, it's a ray of the sun which creates the visibility of this field. It's like a gift, a divine gift from the sun. No, the sun loves to give us gifts. One is a rainbow, for example. Then there is polar lights. This is another gift. Yeah, this is the gift which the earth gives. No, so it gives us many gifts. The field wants to permanently come in contact with it. It shows us many, many things. And the elements also, when we are underwater, water is a beautiful expression of the field. When we look into fire, when we listen to the wind or the wind touches us in a breeze, all these are manifestations of the field. And this is why they are called elements. You must not think they are elements because we need them elementary to live. We need them elementary to experience as things around us, as being in contact. So when you are not washing yourself for a long time, that's not a good thing. Even, let's say, you wouldn't smell, yeah, you wouldn't do anything. But we smell, and then the body says, your instinctive self says, it's not good. I need to clean myself from this smell. The smell is not interacting well with others, right? There is other animals, they smell crazy and they love their smell. No? So it is not for everyone the same, but for us human beings, it is very important that we do not smell strong, or that we have a nice smell. So Prophet ﷺ said, from the three things I loved from this world, he mentioned perfume. Yeah, he mentioned perfume. And if you would ask yourself, what is the three things I love from this world? You probably would say a lot of things, but you would probably not mention perfume, right? And then he said women, yeah, women as another one. And people thought, oh wow, the man is a bit kinky, huh? Yeah, like he is, what women is, what is this? But women are the expression of beauty, yeah? And the smell is the expression of purity. So he was very much drawn to beauty. He himself has been an incredibly beautiful person, handsome man, very, very beautiful. And the third thing he said, the prayers were cooling my eyes. Yeah, also a very interesting way to express it, right? So the prayers cooled his eyes. This means the prayers put him inside. They brought him inside and they brought him in this connection again. Yeah. So in the beginning, you have to turn inside, because it is inside of you where you receive the first contact with these subtleties. And for this reason, in all traditions, we have the subtle centers. Now, the subtle centers are not physical in the sense that they are having a mass like the organs. This is why they are called subtle, but they are there, but in a very, very high frequency or a very high subtlety, right? And they have colors, like the rainbow colors. They are divided. No, when we see the rainbow stripe, we see those colors, and we have these colors in our body, in every cell, actually. Yeah. And in these centers, they come together as one color. No, but our whole body carries all the colors. Yeah, every cell, and you go deeper and deeper, and we talk about things which we cannot see with a microscope. Okay, there is not an instrument yet in the science that can make this field visible, but they know it exists. It was actually Max Planck who discovered it the first time. That's why it is called officially the Planck field also. But in time, as we said before, it got many names. Yeah. So your life will start to flower when you understand the message of this field. And the message is simply to surrender. This is it. And whatever is connected with it. So to forgive, to be thankful, not to complain, not to judge, very important. And the moment you judge others, you can judge yourself, that's okay. And the moment you judge others, you put a strong resistance in the field and it will come back to you. No. That's why the Prophet said, what you judge in others, you have to experience it yourself. Yeah. Because essentially, if you look in it, in Sufism there is a sentence which says, La ilaha illallah. It says there is no God but one God. Now when you know that is not a person, you understand there is only one field, one presence, and no other. There is no other. This is the most important. And the Muslims understood it in the way that they say there is no other God. That's not really what it is meant. It means there is no other isness. But in that isness can appear a lot of things. No? So come aware of this field, of this presence. What all the sages say, the here and the now, is just a part, it's just an attribute, how it can be described. And of course, it's timeless, it is spaceless, and it is knowing, and it is no escape from it. We are all parts of this field. This is why we are representatives of this field. But you can also say the dog is a representative of this field, or the plant, or the stone, or the dust particle. Everything, in fact, is a representative of this field. Absolutely everything. The visible and the not visible. That's why there's no problem. Because there's only this field. There's only this divinity, this divine presence. And all we think it is in our life, this is the dream. We dream within this presence. It allows us to have this dream. And sometimes, if you dream very violent, very heavy, and we have dreams in the dream, right? And this is because we need this reflection to understand that we are in a dream state also when we are awakened. It is just another level of dream state. So, but to understand it, this field also creates a reflection in the dream state. So the dreamer dreams a dream of himself or of this world. And it is written in the Book of Love that the dream, this level of dream, finishes when you lose this body, when you die. Then it says every soul wakes up, because You come from the gross dreaming, from the rough dreaming into a much subtler world, and you understand that it is just a dream. It has not a reality. It is a reality like you play a video game or you watch a movie. No, there is not much more of it in it. Yeah. So returning to this essence, to this presence, no, that is all there is. This is the game of life. That's the game. And there is actually not a return because you're all the time in it. But we come into this gross form, so we feel a separation because we forgot. And the way back is submission, surrendering, obedience. And obedience doesn't mean you hear something and you feel forced and then you obey. No. Obedience can only happen when you are aware of what is happening in fact. Then you will become naturally obedient because you understand the field is permanently watching, reacting on you. So if you make a mistake, you will understand it, that it is a mistake, because the field shows you, it comes with the spikes. It starts to press you, it starts to squeeze you. Yeah. So you will understand very quickly what are the laws. This is why in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was not a police there, there was no person needed to correct any other, because they had such a sensitivity, they had such a degree of awareness. They lived literally heaven on earth. And this is all what the game wants. It wants you to understand that heaven is there, and you bring heaven in your life. Yeah. Paradise means simply people surrendered and aware of the field of the presence. That's what it is. This is paradise. Yeah. And the paradise has degrees, no? Because it can become subtler and subtler and subtler. No? So I wish you a blessed journey in this life. And you don't have to fear that nobody is looking after you. It is everything that looks after you. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.